is going on, YouTube? It's the Crypto Joker, aka Alex Cooper, and today we're here with a different type of video. I know we usually do SOL reviews, but today we're very excited to speak about something way bigger than that. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 altcoins in the year 2020. It's a new year. We see crypto rising back up. We see BTC going up. We see all the different coins moving in different directions, and I'm here today to speak about what I think will be the top 5 altcoins in the year 2020. Coming in at the number 1 spot, yes, you heard it, Ethereum. If you're in crypto, you definitely know of Ethereum, and even if you're not in crypto, even if you're in a corner of the world, you still know Ethereum. These guys are the second largest cryptocurrency. We've been hearing about them for years. They're currently trading at $275 USD, and let's get into the reasons on why I think Ethereum will be the number 1 coin in 2020. So after Bitcoin, Ethereum is arguably the second most widely known cryptocurrency. The launch of Ethereum 2.0 could be a strong factor in the price of Ethereum, and in 2019 alone, Ethereum has shown that it is still number 1 in smart contract platforms. With the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, numerous strong partners and global corporations stand behind it, like the giants like Microsoft. We see a lot of the S&P top 500 companies standing beside Ether, doing projects with Ether, trying to find ways to incorporate it. And as Vitalik Buterin put it, what Ethereum intends to provide is a blockchain with a built-in, fully fledged Turing-complete program language that can be used to create contracts, that can be used to encode arbitrary state transition functions, and allow users to create any of the systems described, as well as many others that have not yet been imagined. So really going to the huge things in life simply by writing up logic in a few lines of code. As you guys know, Forbes reported earlier, the company Ernst & Young's, which is one of the 4 big accounting firms in the world, one of the largest professional services companies, they're actually investing in the development of data protection tools for the Ethereum ecosystem. And the vision is pretty much that one day every company will use the public mainnets for transactions with sufficient privacy comfort. So you guys see Microsoft getting involved, all these huge accounting firms getting involved, Ernst & Young getting involved. These guys are coming, man. And one topic that has already dominated in 2019 and that could even become bigger in 2020 is the DeFi, decentralized finance type of phase. DeFi has the potential to grow into a billion-dollar industry. In this respect, there are numerous arguments for the Ethereum price to do better in 2020 than they did in 2019. These guys are coming. These guys are doing huge things. If you see the sentiment around Ether, everyone's very bullish that they'll grow past 300. Here you see an article on NEWSBTC. You guys see that they're doing very well so far in January of 2020 and in the beginning of 2020, and these guys are coming, man. Even if you look at technical indicators, articles using technical indicators, all you see is an uptrend. So we're very excited to see how they do, and that's why we have them at the number 1 spot. Coming in at number 2, we have NEO, ticker going by NEO on CoinMarketCap. You see over here that they have a price of $14.30 USD. Here you see their market cap. They are very significantly traded. These guys aren't small at all. Let's just get into the reasons on why I think NEO should be solidified at number 2. So NEO has basically been designed to digitize the various assets and ensures that the transactions are done with the help of smart contracts. Since NEO's formation, the blockchain has seen a considerable amount of traction among the users. NEO was China's first digital coin and also a direct competitor of Ethereum. So these guys are competitors with what we put at number 1, which is Ether. They're often regarded to as the Chinese Ethereum. A lot of similarities and a lot of differences in different ways. And like Ether, NEO is much more than a digital currency, and this factor has a significant impact on NEO price predictions. We're going to go over a couple price predictions in quite a moment, but let me just give you my reasons first. And it was first rebranded from AntShares to NEO in June of 2017, which proves that NEO is predominantly a new coin, which geared up like a storm to be able to secure the spot in the top 20 cryptocurrencies in the world. And because of its potential, that it makes it a very good option for long-term investment more than other cryptocurrencies. These guys have solidified themselves in the crypto space. These guys aren't an up-and-coming token or anything like that, and they might actually become official to get the Chinese government on board on the whole blockchain bandwagon and capture most of the Asian market by 2020, which will not only increase the adoption rate, but also increase the use cases. So if they're able to do that, if they're able to get the Chinese government behind them, one of the largest countries in the world by population, it's going to be huge. And it is planning to work on its trading features and support cross-chain trading in its exchange platform. De Hongfei and Eric Zhang are the NEO founders, and they're working towards making NEO the most developer friendly through NEO 3.0. It optimizes its fundamental architecture and ensures the current development of NEO is not slowed down. So those guys are working very hard to make that a possibility. They're even planning on introducing NEO FS, which will provide NEO with the ability to store massive amounts of data. And not only will this help in designing a stable and powerful smart contract, but it will also provide a complete development environment and tools, which include providing financial and technical support for projects in the ecosystem. By the end of 2020, guys, to be honest, I think we'll see NEO as one of the top 10 or rather 5 cryptocurrencies in the world, as opposed to being in the top 20. Here's just a couple articles about them. We see an article here on the currency analytics written by Maheen Hernandez. This is also very recent, and just talking about why they think NEO is worth a buy and is fit for a long-term investment. And here's just talking about where they see it going over to 120, guys. It's only at $14 right now, so that'd be insane to see. That would be awesome to see. And here's just talking about the futuristic developments that we spoke about earlier, the smart economy, the Eco Boost program, and Eric Zhang and the other founders are having some huge things happen. So that's why I see these guys at a nice number 2. At number 3, guys, we're gonna go with BAT, ticker BAT. These guys are known as the basic attention token. A lot of hype around them. They're currently trading at 27 cents on the dollar, and that's USD. They also have a fairly large market cap, and we're going to be going into the reasons on why we think BAT is going to be doing very well in 2020, giving them the number 3 spot. The price of BAT could benefit even more from the growth of the Brave browser in 2020 than in 2019. At the beginning of December, the developers of the Brave browser reported an increase in active users to 10.4 million, and that's tripling the amount of active users in 1 year. So just to see how far they've came since 2019 to where they are now, so it's just unreal. It's currently at, as I said, 27 cents USD, and it aims at revolutionizing the advertising industry. That's what they're focused on. Developers are building the decentralized ecosystem that unites users, publishers, and advertisers, and compared to traditional ad networks, all 3 parties get relevant results and profits. For instance, users are paid for viewing ads and they can see only the offers that match their interests. Publishers get revenue from the percentage of each ad, so they're actually focused very highly in the advertising industry, which is growing very fast, and companies end up with a higher ROI because users don't block irrelevant spammy ads. So if the number of active users, especially the number of publishers and advertisers, continues to grow at the rate that it's been growing at, as it did in 2019, a 12-fold increase to 340,000 publishers was achieved in 2019, guys. So that's unreal. If they keep growing at this stage, at this phase, the BAT price could benefit. The team behind Brave and BAT also speaks for the success of the project, with Brandon Each, which is the co-founder of Firefox and Mozilla and creator of JavaScript. The project is led by a very, very strong personality. The project also has a prestigious list of investors, including Founders Fund, Foundation Capital, and many more. So these guys are linked to some very smart people. You always want to look at what these smart funds are investing in. And when you see names like Founders Fund, Foundation Capital, and things like that, you know that these guys have been in the industry for a very long time. They're investing in some smart things. So here you go, you see the price with the green, how it's been doing relative to BTC, and it's been following it pretty close. And this guy, the fact that they have a leader who started Java and he was a co-founder of Mozilla, this is unreal, guys. It's unreal to have leadership like that with so much corporate background. And here's just a quick list talking about pretty much what they think the top 5 cryptocurrencies are in 2020. This is on capital.com, and this was as new as February, so it's awesome to see. And even on this list, guys, you'll see BAT, you see that they're involved in functioning and they're very popular, they're privacy focused, and a lot of hype around them. On any list, on a lot of experts, you'll hear them talking about BAT and everything that they have planned for the near future. Next up in number 4, we have Chainlink, ticker LINK, currently trading at at $4.26. Chainlink was already the biggest winner within the top 40 in 2019 as the best performing asset of them all. These guys have been on a tear in 2019. And in June it was announced that Google is working on a project using Chainlink, which gave them even more credibility. The fact that they have big names like Google in the space speaking about them, working with them, it's huge for their cred. In detail, the tech giant wrote that it is working on applications that store cloud-generated data on a blockchain, and to integrate the external data into the blockchain, the Google project used Chainlink, and Chainlink also has a Swift Code, Oracle, Gartner, and IC3 as partners. So these guys are working with some huge corporations, even outside of crypto. And in October, Intel, Hyperledger, and Enteth Elias joined the project to promote blockchain adaptation in the enterprise sector. And let's just talk about why it has great potential in 2020. And because in 2020 the topic of getting external data into the blockchain will get even more important, a lot more hype around that, a lot more attention, and with its Oracle technology, Chainlink is well positioned to forge further strong partnerships with like the companies it's already been forming with and integrate into new services. They offer an interesting service in the blockchain ecosystem. It links smart contracts to external off-chain real-world data, and this makes it an essential tool for every platform that requires external data, which is arguably every blockchain platform. And as I said, in 2019 they were on a tear, and I just really think they're going to be going on even more of a tear in 2020. Here you see an article on decrypt.co talking about the 3 reasons it should feel good going to 2020 and those holding it. We know that Sergey Nazarov has done huge things in the crypto space, and here's just talking about other reasons that it sees it going up. They're pushing up on 3 fonts on everything that they're doing. They're moving forward together, and it's just awesome to see. They also have data-rich dApps. You guys see a bunch of reasons listed on this article, and the biggest one in my opinion is the fact that they're building sustainable networks. Here's just talking about the DeFi projects that they have in place, and I just think it's going to be huge for the year 2020, giving them the number 4 spot. And guys, last but not least, coming in at number 5, we have NEWSCRYPTO, ticker NWC. These guys have been doing some huge things. They're currently trading at 27 cents USD on the dollar, and I've left NEWSCRYPTO for last because this is the least known project from my top 5 list, as opposed to the other ones that maybe you've heard of, or you've definitely heard of if you've been in the crypto space. But in my opinion, this one has perhaps the biggest potential of them all. These guys have been killing it lately. NEWSCRYPTO is a starting point for everyone involved with cryptocurrency. So if you want to dip your toes in, it's a huge world in crypto, so if you want to dip your toes in, there's no better way to get started than going through NEWSCRYPTO. And as we're going to be seeing much more beginners coming in as the space is expanding, we're going to hear about these guys over and over again. They're one of the few new projects that are a non-ICO project. The team pretty much aims to be the #1 educational platform available for all types of crypto traders. We've all been a beginner at one point. I've been a beginner, you guys have been a beginner, and I had nothing like this. Like, if these guys were around back when I was getting into crypto, how much different would that have been? I wouldn't have to learn from my mistakes. I wouldn't have to take losses to actually learn. NEWSCRYPTO would be there. Their platform would be teaching me rights and wrong and really educating me. So they're pretty much designed to be the to-go place when you're thinking of crypto, is they have all the needed information and tools in one place, and everything on the platform is being ruled by their NWC token. So if you want to access all the advanced indicators on the platform, you have to pay with NEWSCRYPTO coin. Very useful coin. It actually gets to the point where it can educate you. You get to use all the advanced indicators that their awesome platform has, and it's unreal, guys. It's unreal. They have more than 50,000 users already from October of 2019 when they launched, so they've been doing huge things. Like in this year alone, they've done so much. They've gone all the way up from 0 to 50,000 in just over a year, so it's just unreal to see. The number of users is project to reach 500,000 by the end of 2020, so it's just they're going up at such a high rate, guys. I'm excited to see what they have to hold. So let's just talk on their website for a quick moment. You see here their site, newscrypto.io, very friendly API. Here are the 4 components that they do cover. You see education, trading tools, advanced indicators, and community predictions. So a lot of awesome stuff. You see here on their website, the landing page goes a bit more in the specifics on the 4 components. And let's just touch on their platform very quickly. To join the platform, you need to sign in. Of course, Crypto Joker is here. Crypto Joker, if he's talking about it, man, man, he likes it, he knows about it, he uses it. So you guys can see here just a quick look on their platform. Very easy to use, very sophisticated. But guys, the main point, I want to talk about their token, and a big reason why I see them doing very well in 2020 is their token specifically. So pretty much the way that it works is that every time you purchase a NEWSCRYPTO membership using the token, the NWCS token, they burn 20%, and that ends up bringing down the total supply. When the total supply is brought down, the value of each coin goes up. So you guys can see here, they started out with 280 million of their NWC token, and you see now what the circulating supply is. These guys are burning the token every time somebody purchases a membership with the NWC coin, and in return it is bringing up the value. So it's very awesome to see. Wondering where these guys are listed, and they're listed on the most liquid exchange, which is very awesome to see. Their number one liquid exchange is HitBTC that they are listed on. You see over here NEWSCRYPTO is here, and they're also listed on some other huge exchanges such as Probit. As you guys can see here, 5 months ago they did list NEWSCRYPTO coin, and they're listed on some other exchanges as well, such as KuCoin, BigOwn, Dcoin, and cat.ex. So you guys can see that they've been around for a very long time. They are listed on some very big exchanges, and that's just awesome to see, especially the fact that they are listed on HitBTC, which is the most liquid type of exchange as far as liquidity goes. So it's just amazing to see all the things that these guys have been doing. And the best thing about the project is their ecosystem with their token burning system. They automatically burn 20% of NWC tokens received from their membership fees. So if you guys want to check that out, how their token platform actually works, it's just unreal that they're going to be burning that many tokens, bringing up the value of your tokens that you have. And the procedure of token burning pretty much reduces the total supply of the token, which results in the organic growth of our value, benefiting our investors and token holders. So that's pretty much how the whole thing goes. If they're burning different types of tokens, it's gaining value. So it's just great to see. And with the number of users going up at this rate and supply going down, holding the token that they have to offer seems very beneficial. It seems like a very smart and in place investment for 2020. Here we see an article about them in the News BTC, very reliable source, only the best authors right here, and it's just talking about how it's going to be. By now most people have heard about cryptos, but what's new in crypto? And the answer is, as the guy says over here, newscrypto.io. As I mentioned earlier, here's just telling you about what type of platform they are, how they're trying to educate you, the different trading tools these guys have, and they have it all, and it's very awesome to see. So again, smaller than the other ones, but I find that these guys have the most potential of them all. I look very forward to 2020 and seeing what they bring to the table. Again, guys, here was my top 5 list. It's the Crypto Joker, aka Alex Cooper. I'm